What's going on, everybody? It's Davey from the 80s, and you are now entering the Cinema Chop Shop, so park your ass right there. And right there, don't forget to hit the like, the share, the subscribe button. Also, if you check the link below, you'll see a Patreon account. If you click it, you can become a member. All you got to do is try to recommend movies and music and trailers for them to react to, so click the damn link. Now, with that being said, we're here today to review episode 3, season 2 of Your Honor. This is a Bryan Cranston show. Fun fact. So I know I haven't been reviewing any of the episodes, and that's because we caught up literally within a couple of days. Me and my wife binge watched the show. We're huge Bryan Cranston fans, and we just decided to go ahead and check the show out. Went in straight dry, didn't know anything about anything. We just clicked play, watched the first episode. We got sucked into it, and it's been the talk of the town since. We've been praising this show, talking about it left and right. I'm just gonna say off top, love this damn show. So let's go ahead and get into season 2, episode 3. The previous episode, it left us on a cliffhanger where Bryan Cranston's character Michael is talking with Fia, and she reveals to him that he has a grandson, Rocco Adam Baxter, right? The little baby. And Bryan Cranston's character Michael just can't handle it. He's lost. He's out of it. Then you have the detective Rosie Perez. I believe her name is Olivia. She's trying to sucker Michael into trying to take down the Baxter family, because apparently they have ties not only to New Orleans but all along the East Coast. Like, they are heavily tied with the mob, and we've kind of seen this. We've seen this with the Baxter wife. Drawing a blank on her name, but we've seen this with the Baxter wife, how she keeps mentioning her family name. Oh, if that was my family, if that was our name tied to this, then nobody would dare try this. So we've been getting hints that she is mob tied, and she has that mafiosa vibe going on. So Bryan Cranston's character is kind of in a rock and a hard place, because now he's thinking like, well, whatever happens to the family, Sophia, regardless of how she feels, is going to be affected, and so is my grandson. So Michael's trying to deal with that. Also, he's also trying to juggle the thought of having told about Charlie, what Charlie has done for him. And then Charlie's also kind of like in a hard place too, because he went against the Baxters and told them that they cannot build the location that they wanted to build, and that it was under suspicious circumstances that the bidder disappeared, so on and so forth. So he asked him to resubmit their bid. This episode was just all over the place, but I will say this, that the one thing about the show, I have yet to see a boring episode. That's kind of hard, because with every show that I've ever watched, there's always that episode that feels like filler. And I've consistently watched all of these episodes, and every episode left me wanting more. It never felt like, like dragging or dry. Even though this episode didn't have like huge world building, it did move some pieces on the board in order to kind of set us up for the future. Bryan Cranston's character is killing me with the homeless beard, but it works for him. It works for him. It makes me really want to see him in a movie with some very, very other actors that we like. But that's a conversation for a whole nother day. Yeah. How are we going to move forward with the Little Mo situation? So since you guys I'm new to having this conversation with you guys, I wasn't sure how I felt about Big Mo, right? I was just like, I don't know. Can I take her seriously as a mob boss, or as a Don? I thought she was just going to be like a street level person way back in season 1. And then starting to see the person that she's developed into, I am really glad that she developed into a very interesting character for this TV show. She's a very wise, knowledgeable street character, right? Love it, right? The one thing I hate is like those dumbass base level street characters that just can get killed off and replaced by somebody easily. Big Mo's not one of them characters. She's a very well calculated, interesting character that I want to know more about. So she has this huge interest in buying that bar that apparently her girlfriend works at. So she sings at. And, Big Mo has some history at this bar. Her dad used to work there, so on and so forth. So she wants to buy the bar. You could tell that she's trying to go clean, right? She's trying to go clean a little bit, maybe even try to wash some of her money. But regardless of the situation, you already know the Baxters ain't feeling it. So the Baxter wife obviously is trying to throw a wrench in that situation. So it's nice to see, or that's another conflict that I'm actually really interested in seeing later between the Baxters and Big Mo. Big Mo's always been kind of like, I'm down for a war, but at the same time, it's like, I'm gonna try to withhold the peace because it's like, I'm a business person at heart. Like, and at the end of the day, it's like, if we at war, then we both not making money, right? But then it's also put Little Mo in a weird situation. Her wanting to buy that bar for some strange reason, and that being so important to her, has put Little Mo in a weird situation where he bought a heavy load of product from somebody, and now he has to back out on it. But the thing about it is, if he backs out, that has repercussions on the people that have helped him get these connections. And this is why it's important to make your own fucking connections and not be introduced to somebody else, because if that falls apart, then the person that introduced you can probably get hurt. You know what I'm saying? And I believe that this is Little Mo's cousin. And then it's interesting to see kind of like where the Eugene saga is going to go to. Me personally, I think that Eugene's going to pick up that phone. And if you guys haven't seen the episode, you'll know exactly what I'm saying. But I think Eugene's going to pick up that phone and make that call, and he's going to save the day. He's going to be Superman in a way. But the thing is, him coming back to the city, that's going to cause some more conflict with people, right? So, again, I love the show. Whoever is the writer for the show makes some amazing dialogue. That dialogue scene between between Jimmy and Michael at the bar, amazing. And then low-key, Jimmy kind of reminds me of Joaquin Phoenix. Does anybody else get the vibes like that? I get Joaquin Phoenix vibes from him, not from his acting per se, but just his physical appearance. He looks like he could be related to Joaquin Phoenix. That's just me. But also, I'm kind of interested. Like, I want to see Jimmy explode. I want to see what will happen if Jimmy goes all out, balls to the wall, doesn't care, just all out war. I feel like he has it in him. And it sucks because his wife keeps picking at him. Like, she keeps picking at him the whole time and trying to make him feel like he's like less of a man, less of a man, less of a man. And I feel like she keeps poking. She's going to get what she wants plus more. So that's the thing. He's trying to be strategic. He's trying to be well calculated because he doesn't want to throw away everything that he built, because everything that he built is for the legacy of his family. He's transitioning from a hard-nosed criminal to a businessman, and in order to do that and to make clean money, you have to make that transition. And it seems like his wife isn't quite ready to make that transition yet. But like I said, it's interesting to see where this goes. The show ends on a really interesting cliffhanger note where Michael and Jimmy are standing over the crib of the grandson, and this could be just maybe like a peace treaty based off of bloodline. Whether they like each other or not, their bloods have now mixed and created a baby. Like, the bloodlines have mixed, there's a baby now involved. So whether Jimmy likes it or not, he's going to have to keep it cordial with Michael, at least for his daughter, because Jimmy has a really tight relationship with Sophia, and you can tell that he doesn't want to ruin that. His daughter being away, his daughter being upset, you can tell already that that's bothered him a little bit, and family means everything to him. So yeah, he's not gonna try to ruin that relationship with his daughter. So I don't think he's gonna do anything to Michael. That's just my opinion. But what's gonna happen with Carlo? Is Carlo's now worried because Michael gave him that hint, like, you're the hook. What's his name? Something a hook. And he looked into him and found out that he can be charged again for a crime that he was already, found not guilty of if they find any wrongdoing. So he's kind of worried about that, and he kind of needed that because Carlo was being an asshole. When he walked up on Michael's like not bothering anybody. Michael's being super cool. He's a broken man, and Carlo's just over there poking at him. And Michael just gave him a piece of his mind, and then he used that brain power of his, to make him think, and then also feel kind of shitty in a way. So kudos to him for doing that. I think I kind of highlighted every single character in the show, except for the female officer that was really cool with Michael, and she was upset that he was dirty in a situation and that he didn't trust her. Rosie Perez's character is trying to get her to kind of assist her with getting Michael on board with taking down the Baxters. honest God, I don't know how this is going to work out. This is the one good thing about the show. It doesn't feel like it has very predictable writing, so that always makes it fun. It makes it enjoyable. So we'll see where they go from there with that. But yeah, so this is just me recapping the show. Like I said, love the show. Bryan Cranston is freaking amazing. He's killing it. It feels like I'm watching Breaking Bad all over again. My wife said that recently. She was like, it's like watching Breaking Bad again, and I completely 100% agree. It feels like that again, and honestly, I really hope that this is a show with some longevity. But it being on Stars or Showtime, it should have, especially if it gets really good numbers. So the fact that it got to season 2, it's an amazing freaking show. I'm super head over heels in love with this damn show. I can't wait to see what's going on next week. I can hardly wait for it anyway. But so that's it. That's my recap / review. Let me know if you agree or disagree with anything that I said. Tell me in the comment section down below. What do you think is going to happen next on the show? What do you think these characters are going to go? Because again, every character in the show, I give a damn about all of them, right? And that's rare to have a show where you really care about all the characters. At one point last year, I didn't really, or last season, when I was watching it last week, I didn't care about Adam like that. But he's dead now, so I don't have to worry about that. But all the characters that are in play now, I actually care about. I think they're interesting. I love the addition of Rosie Perez. She's always a cool personality to have, and it's really interesting to see her back on TV again, or seeing her in front of the screen. It's really cool, dude. Like, it's really cool. But anyway, that's my review / recap. Let me know if you agree or disagree, whatever the case may be. Drop anything in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think of the show, where you think it's going to go, how you think the character is going to go from here. Do you think somebody's going to die, etc., 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 and etc. You're now exiting the Cinema Chop Shop. Hope you guys have a magnificent day. And don't forget to hit the like button on the way out. Adios.